Welcome to Walt Disney World Inside Out. The weekly show that keeps you up to date and takes you behind the scenes at Walt Disney World. With your hosts, Brianne Leary, George Forman, and J.D. Roth. With special guest, Vicki Lawrence. Coming to you this week from Disney's spectacular Yacht and Beach Club Resort. Please welcome J.D. Roth and Brianne Leary.
Thanks, Pooh. Who's better than you?
Hey, good day, FLA. I'm J.D. Roth.
And last time I checked, I was Brianne Leary. Welcome to another edition of Inside Out, coming to you from the wonderful Yacht and Beach Club Resort at Walt Disney World. We're going to take you behind the scenes to show you all the great stuff that's going on around here.
Got a whole lot of people swimming behind me. Kind of makes me want to jump into the pool, but I can't because we got a really hot show for you today.
Absolutely. See, there's a lot of things about Walt Disney World that most people don't know. That's why the theme for today's show is the I Did Not Know That show.
Ah.
JD, did you know that the Walt Disney World costume department has more than 2.5 million costumes for Disney employees to wear?
I did not know that.
Aha. And I'm going to be trying some of them on at the creative costuming department.
Here's something else I bet you didn't know. It takes 13 separate computers to control the lights, the lasers, and the fireworks at the incredible Illumination Spectacular at Epcot's World Showcase.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I bet you also didn't know that tonight I'm going to take you to see that show behind the show.
Very cool. Well, here's something I do know. It's time to climb into George's corner. And you know what? George does not like to be kept waiting.
You might already know that the Grand Floridian is considered to be Walt Disney World's finest resort, so it only makes sense that Victoria and Albert's would be one of the finest restaurants.
After an afternoon at the park, it's time for dinner, one of my 7 favorite meals of the day. There are hundreds of great places to eat at Walt Disney World, but only one can be the very best. That's Victoria and Albert's, here at the Grand Floridian.
Right this way, Mr. Forman.
Oh, mister, I like that mister stuff. Tonight I'm eating in the kitchen. Don't worry, I don't have to do the dishes. This is a very special deal they have where you actually get to sit at the chef's table. Ta-da.
Good evening. My name is Scott Hull. I'm the chef of the restaurant here, Victoria and Albert's. Let me tell you a little bit about our very special table called the chef's table, right in the heart of the kitchen. Very elite, very exclusive, one of a kind. You get to watch the masters at work while they create the magnificent things we got planned for you this evening. We had some fresh ahi tuna flown in from Hawaii. We're gonna season that with a little 5-spice pan sear that in an Asian-inspired oil. We're gonna layer that with nishiki rice. Finish that with the wasabi ginger cream. And if you want something a little bit heavier,
I do.
we got the New Zealand lamb. We're gonna carve the rack chops over top of a black truffle Duchess potato. Finish that with a white truffle, fresh might I add, from Alba, Italy, jus. How's that sound? For dessert now, I know you like chocolate. We have created a Napoleon of chocolate, 3 different chocolates. We're gonna do a sponge sugar on the top of that. Finish that with a creme anglaise made from our pâtissier himself.
Now, you wouldn't know it to look at me, but I've had lots of experience with food. Let me give you guys a hand. Come on.
The products that we get are from all over the world. We get product from Hawaii, New Zealand, from the Pacific Coast. Every one of the items come in on a daily basis, so the product that comes in today will be utilized fresh for that given day.
That's good. There you have it, a feast fit for a champ. But I can't eat all of this. Come on, guys, pull up a chair. sit down. Dig in. Come on. No, I said sit. Bon appetit.
Over at the Disney MGM Studios, a ride on the backstage tour shows you a lot of what you might not have already known about making movies. And for our I Did Not Know That show, Brianne is going to give us a look behind the scenes at Walt Disney World's costuming department.
To tell us about the millions of costumes here at Disney's Creative Costumes is department head Tom Gersony. Actually, you're sort of known as Mr. Costume, aren't you?
Well, I guess I've heard that said before.
May I call you Mr. Costume?
Sure.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about all these?
Well, these costumes, these boards, represent the costumes that you can see here at Walt Disney World. They represent the different types of costumes that we offer as well.
Do you have to do anything different with the costumes to fit an animatronic?
Audio animatronic costumes are almost completely different than the normal human costumes. They have to be built so that they fit around existing hard machinery and equipment. And so if you lay them out, they don't look anything like a costume.
Really?
We use lots of Velcro to enable them to fit around that equipment.
23,000 costumes. How the heck do you keep all this organized?
Well, we have a lot of people and they know what they're doing. This area we're in right now is called the setup room, and this is where we accumulate all the costumes that are going out on a show. We get them tagged and ready for the performers.
This is great.
Please meet Doug Enderle. He's a designer here at Walt Disney World, and he's won an Emmy Award for his design.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, what did you win the Emmy for?
The 1992-93 Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade.
And that made you very merry, didn't it?
Yes.
Now, what are you doing here?
It is a gingerbread man costume. There will be a human inside of this.
You're kidding me.
No, this is a bladder, and so this is a development stage that usually never gets seen, but it is new technology where we are actually inflating a costume around a human.
Would you say comfort is a big factor that you guys take into consideration when you're doing something like this?
That is one of our main concerns, because we have so many people on property that are in so many different areas. We make them do anything and everything that we can possibly make them do, coming right out of our imaginations.
Right.
And so it's a little difficult sometimes in keeping within the guidelines, but we try to do that, yeah.
As far as weight and cooling and everything else, yeah.
Weight and cool are two of the primary.
Well, good luck with this.
Well, thank you very much.
Maybe you'll win another Emmy.
I hope so.
You can get bookends.
It was nice meeting you.
Very nice meeting you, Douglas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Brianne,
Yeah?
this looks like this is calling your name.
Oh, I love this, actually. Ooh, what do you think?
Absolutely. Fantastic.
You know what it needs? It really needs a fabulous gown, needs some pumps, and maybe just a trinket or two.
Just one or two.
I love this job.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, going shopping with Tom.
They're right in here.
Okay.
And by the way, have fun. Take care.
See ya.
Let's go over to the Disney Institute for a whole new vacation adventure in the heart of Disney World. You won't believe what you can do. This week, we're going to sit in on a basketball clinic with NBA legend and sports commentator Bill Walt.
You have an outside pivot one way, you have an outside pivot the other way. Believe me, there is absolutely no difference between playing basketball, being a television commentator, being a musician, being a businessman, being a parent. It's all the same. It's the skills you have as a person.
The Disney Institute, to me, reflects an opportunity, a perfect opportunity for people like myself to come in and to share, because I learn all the time myself. I learn from them as hopefully they learn from me.
Because there's three things that are important in basketball. There's three things that are important in life. Those three things that you need to be successful. Skills, step forward and shoot up. Step forward and shoot up, the ball will go in. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team. The dream team is coming here to train. So many of those guys were not very good basketball players as young kids. Skills are developed. Don't think that this is genetic. Right on the side, right there. Not in front, on the side. On the side, and shoot it right up off that shoulder. Now that's perfect. After the skills, it's the conditioning. How hard you're able to work. It's going to come down to one play at the end of that game, and you got to be the one that's in the best shape. Good job, good job. And the final thing is the teamwork, because it's not how good you are as an individual. Hey, a lot of guys can come out and put up their own numbers. A lot of guys can come out and say, I'll get 20 points, I'll get 20 rebounds, but the team will lose. A businessman can go and say, hey, I made a lot of money today. But it's the group, how the group does, how you come together.
Let's move that ball. Good passes now, good passes.
Basketball for me has always been a celebration of life, a celebration of health, a celebration of guys running up and down the court, yelling and screaming and having fun.
You probably know that over at Epcot's World Showcase, you can see dozens of performers from every corner of the globe. But what I bet you did not know is that we've got one of America's favorites getting ready for a performance tonight at the American Gardens Theater.
Let's have at it once.
Vicki Lawrence.
Let's have at it once.
Disney World is an amazing place. You know, I'm from Los Angeles. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. And how old is she? I went to Disneyland the first week it opened. I was going to be a dental hygienist. And what happened was I entered this contest my senior year in high school. It was the local fireman's ball. And about 2 weeks before the contest, our local newspaper lady did an article in the paper, explained the whole contest, ran a picture of me and said that I bore a striking resemblance to a young Carol Burnett. And Carol looked us up in the local phone book and called me after school and said, "Hi, this is Carol Burnett." And there was no mistaking her voice, at which point I couldn't speak. So I handed the phone to my mom. She said, "No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Vicki. Tell her just, all she has to do is listen." She said, "I want to come and see you in this contest. I want 2 seats way in the back, and then I'll call you in a couple of weeks and we'll have lunch and discuss your career."
And the judge said guilty of a make-believe trial. Slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile, said supper's waiting at home and I gotta get to it.
I won the contest. She crowned me the winner, which was pretty cool. And several months later, they called me down to CBS to explain this little show that they were going to put together called The Carol Burnett Show, and would I audition to play her sister.
Here's what's happening around Walt Disney World. At Downtown Disney's Pleasure Island, the headliners continue when country music star Trace Adkins takes the West End stage on November 23rd. Rhythm and blues legend Lou Rawls arrives for a soulful songfest on December 7th. At Downtown Disney's Marketplace, mix a little holiday shopping with fun and glide over to an outdoor ice rink where you can actually skate on real ice, stroll through a winter wonderland, and visit with Santa. Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters Holiday Tour as they play the International All-Stars at Disney's Wide World of Sports, December 11th through the 27th. Delight in holiday magic all around Walt Disney World this season. At Epcot, it's holidays around the world from November 28th through December 30th. Enjoy a magical tree lighting ceremony, a special holiday illuminations, storytellers, and weekend performances of the Candlelight Procession. At the Magic Kingdom, celebrate with Mickey and the whole gang during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on December 4th, 11th, 12th, 18th, and 19th. And at the Disney MGM Studios from November 26th to January 4th, see the breathtaking display of the Osborne family's Spectacle of Lights, the largest holiday light display in the world.
We're here at Epcot's World Showcase Lagoon, getting ready to watch Illuminations, Disney World's spectacular fantasy of fireworks, lasers, and dancing waters.
Now, you know, in this show, they use over 750 fireworks, 6 lasers, both argon and krypton. See, this is a very complicated show.
Wow, I did not know that. How did you know that?
You know, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to stay in the know.
Yeah.
Actually, I was backstage, and they showed me everything.
Yeah, no weasel. Like what?
Well, take a look. Well, here I am on the barge in the middle of Epcot, getting ready for the greatest show on Earth, Illuminations. The show actually happens right from this barge. 2 times a night, the wizards of Walt Disney World unleash this multimedia spectacular. Hundreds of fireworks, towering fountains, mile-high lasers, giant water screens, all controlled from right here at Ground Zero. Here we are inside the laser barge. This is where it all happens. But what exactly are we looking at here?
What we're looking at here, JD, this is the main control center out on the lagoon. Basically, what we do is we take an argon and 2 krypton lasers.
All right, wait a second. Argon and krypton, what's the difference?
Okay, argon produces a blue-green line, krypton produces a red line. Just like at your TV back home, we combine the 3 colors, put them together, come up with white light, subtract what we need to get the effect desired.
You guys writing this down?
This is our blending table, where you can see, as I put a little Freon in, this is where we take and put the multiple colors together to try to get our white balance. As you can see here, we're taking green and a little red. We're making it an orange-yellow.
So you can just change the color simply by turning a knob.
That's right. Or by what we're doing is dropping in filtration.
Oh, look at that. Now, this is actually a miniature version of what we see in the sky when we're doing the show.
Exactly.
Okay, so now this is all in a small little area, but you're actually bouncing these lasers, I mean, in a massive space.
What we're doing is we're projecting an image by using, the simplest way to explain how a laser is imaged is if you've taken a flashlight and you made a dot on the ground and you start going faster and faster and faster until eventually that single dot becomes a complete circle.
As if this wasn't complicated enough, what do we have over here?
Okay, this is part of our effects controller. It controls both pyrotechnics effects, such as star strobes, MEFOG systems.
What was the second one? Star strobes and what?
MEFOG systems, mist emitter fog systems.
Wow.
Which is, it causes a fog effect. You can see the white light better. This series of computers controls the animation of illuminations. Let's say for some reason we had some kind of technical difficulties which we had to repair and then take it to you later, we can manually override the system and fire an effect or take an effect manually. Here at Walt Disney, we try to take things, our safety, very seriously. There are 3 points in which a system has to be armed. From here, from the actual peripheral device being a maxi barge, mini barge, as well as the stage manager's console. This would keep me from going nuts, coming out here and firing this thing myself.
Sounds like it's time to get some fresh air. Stepping outside the control room, we get a prime view of Epcot's World Showcase Lagoon, while the barge is moved into position for tonight's shows. Ahoy! So the ball up there looks like a mini spaceship Earth.
Well, in a way it is, because we do actually do an Earth rotational sequence on this, just like we will on Spaceship Earth.
That is incredible.
To project an image onto a water screen, what we do is the lasers come out of here and are projected onto these screens there. What they do is they produce a high-density water screen, causing a rear projection, if you will. As the laser light is passing through an object, in this case, water, it causes a sparkle. And the sparkle is how you see the image.
Learning all this stuff about illuminations is great. I mean, it's gonna make me look really smart in front of Brianne, except for the fact that I gotta get back to the show, and I don't have a ride. Is there a boat around here somewhere? Hello? Yeah, I need a ride.
Well, thanks to JD, we now know how it works. Let's see how it looks.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Woo, woo.
one thing I do know, we want to thank our co-guest star, Vicki Lawrence.
Absolutely.
Not to mention our co-host, George, the big guy Forman, another heavyweight performance. Wish you could be here to see this, George.
I'll see you next week, or when I finish dinner, whichever comes first.
We'll see you next week, George.
So from Disney World in Florida, good night. Yeah.
Your free copy of our vacation planning video and a complete calendar of Walt Disney World events, call us at 1-800-222-7452. Accommodations provided by the Disney Institute.
If you have any questions or comments or just want to talk to us a little bit, write us at Inside Out, P.O. Box 10,000, 1675, Buena Vista Drive, Suite 505, Lake Buena Vista, Florida, 32830. Or you can visit us online at www.disneychannel.com.